Imagine medieval Europe, a world built from the forest, where wood was the backbone of civilization. Timber-framed houses, tools, carts, and even spoons were all crafted from wood, shaping every aspect of daily life. The forest provided fuel, ships, cathedrals, and the very boundaries of villages. People understood wood intimately, its grain, strength, and spirit. Yet this reliance brought anxiety. Wood was strong, but vulnerable to decay. The survival of homes, ships, and communities depended on knowledge passed down through generations. They learned which trees to fell and when, and how to read the secrets in the grain. Harvesting timber in winter, when sap was low, made for stronger, longer-lasting wood. This was more than craft. It was a conversation with nature, where every decision mattered. The medieval world was a dance between creation and decay, survival and loss. Their wisdom with wood was both practical and profound. Decay was the ever-present enemy of wood, creeping in as damp fungi and insects. Rot could turn sturdy beams to mush and proud ships to wrecks, especially in northern Europe's wet climate. Fungi and insects like woodworm hollowed out timber from within, often unseen until disaster struck. For medieval people, this meant homes could collapse, defenses could fail, and harvests could be lost. Preserving wood was essential for survival, not a luxury. Without modern chemicals, they turned to fire, smoke, and earth for solutions. Their methods were born from trial, error, and careful observation. Treatments made wood unpalatable to pests and resistant to moisture. This folk science was passed from master to apprentice, a living body of knowledge. Mastering these arts meant the difference between endurance and ruin. The battle against decay was constant, shaping every wooden structure. Step inside a medieval longhouse, where smoke from the central fire filled the rafters. This wasn't just a nuisance, it was a deliberate method of wood preservation. Timbers, racks, and stored wood were slowly cured in smoke, a process called smoke curing. The smoke's chemicals coated the wood, making it dark, oily, and pungent. This layer repelled insects and fungi and sealed the wood against moisture. Smoke curing required only patience and a constant fire, no special tools. The act of keeping warm also protected the home's structure. Medieval people noticed wood near the fire lasted longer and turned observation into technique. Their ingenuity turned daily life into a passive, effective preservation system. Smoke was both comfort and shield, helping their wooden world endure. Fire destroys wood, yet medieval craftspeople used it to protect. Fire hardening or charring was used for posts in contact with the earth. Craftsmen carefully charred the outer layer, creating a carbonized shell. This char was inedible to fungi and insects and repelled water. Too little fire, and the protection failed. Too much, and the wood weakened. The result, dark, resilient posts that could last decades in the ground. This technique showed a deep understanding of materials and risk. By sacrificing the surface, they shielded the core. Fire became a tool for resilience, not just destruction. Medieval woodworkers also turned to the earth for protection, using wood ash and lime. Ash from the hearth was mixed with water and painted onto wood, forming a hard, alkaline barrier. This coating deterred fungi and insects and absorbed moisture. Lime, made from heated limestone, was slaked into lime wash and applied to timber. Lime wash killed mold and dried to a stone-like, breathable layer. These methods were part of a holistic system: smoke-cured beams, charred posts, ash or lime-washed interiors. Each technique was chosen for its specific purpose and location. This wasn't one-size-fits-all, but a sophisticated, site-specific strategy. Medieval builders harnessed the wisdom of earth, fire, and air. Their structures were resilient, sustainable, and in harmony with nature. Today, we might see these medieval methods as primitive, but they reveal deep wisdom. Craftspeople worked with nature's cycles, using fire, smoke, and earth as allies. Nothing was wasted. Smoke warmed and preserved. Ash became protection. These techniques were sustainable, non-toxic, and locally sourced. They remind us that elegant solutions can come from tradition, not just technology. Medieval knowledge was learned by doing, passed down through generations. Their respect for materials contrasts with our modern disconnect. The story of medieval wood preservation is one of resilience, ingenuity, and harmony with the world. The blackened beams and charred posts are echoes of forgotten wisdom, still speaking across the centuries.